Welcome. Today, our group is going to be covering AI and cybersecurity to guard digital frontiers. Starting off, I will introduce what AI and cybersecurity are and various examples of them. Artificial intelligence, better known as AI, is defined as a branch of programming that aims to create machines capable of performing tasks. There are many AI systems out there, but some that are familiar to most include ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Gemini. Cybersecurity is defined as the state of being protected against the criminal or unauthorized use of electronic data or the measures taken to achieve this. Some cybersecurity companies include Palo Alto Networks, Fortinet, and Cisco. This topic should be important to all because of the amount of our personal data that is being digitized, including hospital records and personal information stored on your phone. Cybersecurity is the way that this digitized information is actually being protected. However, there can be flaws within cybersecurity operations. AI and cybersecurity is fighting to fix these flaws through faster response times, minimal human-made errors, and 24-hour surveillance. The implementation of AI is helping cybersecurity companies achieve increased efficiency as AI systems are able to respond to breaches faster than humans. AI is also able to survey around the clock, providing protection during late nights and early mornings, typical cyber hacking hours. It is also minimizing human-made errors, which is proven statistically. Although AI's implementation in cybersecurity is rather beneficial, we still do see cons. Poorly managed AI systems can cause more harm than they can good. Companies implementing this software need specialized personnel to manage these systems and ensure that they are running properly. Secondly, many companies are implementing AI into their daily operations prior to maturity. If a company doesn't have enough capital to support these systems, they will not be able to manage them properly, therefore having the systems be ineffective.
Hi, my name is Stefano, Bonora. I did the interview and topic application section. The person I interviewed was Silvia Bottolatti. She works for Solar Turbines, which is a subsidiary of Caterpillar. She has 34 years work experience. She's worked in almost all the departments at the company. She's currently in charge of all the South American divisions and teams down there. She communicates heavily with the SLC division, and she manages some of the largest projects the company has. So I've had the pleasure of talking to this person before this, and we've actually had conversations on this before. So I asked three very general questions and one question I wanted to kind of throw in there at the end to see where her stance was. The questions were, what is your opinion on AI in the modern day? Do you feel that in your field that AI attacks can pose a serious issue? Do you believe your company would benefit from using AI to source data and protect yourself from future attacks? And the kind of out there one was, do you believe that it's safe to have open access to AI that can assist hackers in their attacks? And do you believe that at some point they will reach a point where AI alone is the only way to stop the attacks? Her first response was AI has a ton of potential in our modern day. I use it often to help reframe emails and help check data. I do believe that many people have taken to hating AI, especially schools, without considering its potential. I can also see how AI, if left unchecked, can have major issues, but I do believe the opportunities outweigh the risk. Like I said, talked to them before, so this kind of response was um, expected. They have a very good stance on AI. They do believe it is very helpful and can lead to a lot. Um, and I think that was pretty expected for me. Her second response was, "We've been lucky to not face any attacks such attacks recently, but I definitely see the potential for an attack targeting our client data, especially since we work with some of the wealthiest companies out there. We ship so much data across countries in different departments. Often this information is very sensitive and important to meeting deadlines for our customers. Attacks that can affect our time to delivery are a serious risk." So I I had to paraphrase this a bit. It was a rather wrong response from her, but I do definitely see where she's coming with this, and I think this kind of highlights the issue with AI and AI cybersecurity is the amount of data you have that you're sourcing through, you're shipping out, the client data you have that you need to protect. That's very important, and AI can definitely be a risk, especially if being used against you. Her third response was, "I do believe we began to implement AI more into many of our systems, especially as we expand as a business more. Like I said, I use AI every day to source data, and many of our coworkers do the same. Back when I worked closely with the IT department, it wasn't a major player at all, but I do know now that they are one of the departments using AI the most." Sorry. I think is a very good response. AI is kind of a newer topic, and as it stands, I do believe that if she was still closely working with the IT department, I would have a better answer here. But I do definitely think that Her response about AI being an important system in cybersecurity is a solid one. Her last one, which was kind of a throw, was if you're asking if we should ban all AI, I do not think so. AI has become such a major part of our modern society, but I do think that at the same time, if we were to make AI as so special, I think that what makes AI so special can be used to help stop people from using it with malicious intent. If AI were able to identify when it was used inappropriately, it would help stop many lower level criminals from attempting attacks. To the level of this question, to the final part of this question, I do fear that with much of technology, it has an exponential nature. It'll become a problem, but I do not see that happening anytime within the next 30, or 20 to 30 years. Geez. So I think this is a good response. I do think that AI has become such a major part of our daily day-to-day life. And I definitely can see where she's coming from with the AI being what makes it special being its self-learning abilities. But I don't know, this is a kind of a throw out there question. I definitely think that final part really stood out to me with the exponential nature. I do believe that that is something we could be looking at in the future. In terms of what application I chose to apply here, I decided to go with the cloud. The sheer volume of data generated in your cloud environment, the speed at which attacks occurs, and the increasingly complexity of attack, making it difficult for traditional systems to keep up. Security analysts are often overwhelmed. There's so much data flying through. It's very hard to keep track of everything, and it's very hard to see when an attack could be coming, which is where AI offers the ability to analyze vast amount of data in real time, and it can identify attacks before they've even begin to penetrate into the cloud, which also builds into why AI is so helpful in this nature because of its learning algorithm and its ability to learn from previous attacks and from previous attempts. It could theoretically learn to stop attacks before they even begin, being able to identify when people are trying to access the cloud. I'm going to pass it on now to the next person.
Hello, my name is Samuel Bosse. This is my part of the Information Systems Group project. Thank you to Mr. Philbrick and Mr. Bonora for amazing presentations before me. My opinion on AI in cybersecurity. AI is no longer optional in cybersecurity. It's essential. The pace, the scale of modern cyber threats demand fast, automated, and intelligent solutions. Artificial intelligence helps detect unusual behavior in real time, protects systems more efficiently than human analysts, and continuously learns from past incidents. I believe the integration of AI into cybersecurity is the strongest way forward, but it must be done thoughtfully and ethically to avoid unintended harm. The future of artificial intelligence in cybersecurity. For example, AI versus AI warfare is coming. Both attackers and defenders will use advanced algorithms to outsmart each other. Expect predictive security systems that stop threats before they happen based on user behavior patterns and global cyber data. Businesses will rely on AI assisted security teams where humans guide strategy and artificial intelligence handles real time monitoring and response. Global governments will likely establish new regulations to ensure that artificial intelligence and cybersecurity is transparent, accountable, and fair. Other relevant issues include bias in AI models. If an artificial intelligence is trained on flawed or incomplete data, it may miss threats or misidentify harmless users. Over-reliance. Relying too heavily on AI without proper human oversight can be dangerous, especially if the system is attacked or fails. AI talent gap. There's a major shortage of experts trained in both cybersecurity and AI. Education needs to evolve to fill that gap fast. Finally, AI is already transforming cybersecurity, making it faster, smarter, and more proactive. With proper development, ethical oversight, and smart implementation, AI can redefine digital defense as we know it. The key is to strike the right balance between human judgment and machine intelligence. Artificial intelligence will not replace cybersecurity professionals. It will make them unstoppable. Thank you so much for listening to our Information Systems Group project.